I am so grateful that the president backed me up, and I'm also grateful because the president knows I work two jobs. By day, I do the law, I'm the attorney general, but I also have a second job in a hospitality sector. Not that kind of hospitality sector. No, at some point I wanted to be a chef. So I went to culinary school and I decided I was going to study techniques to become a chef. And at one point in time, I was talking with somebody who was a colleague of mine, and actually, the truth of the matter is, it was one of those things that happens to me where I have these friends, and then they start dating someone, and somehow I become really good friends with the person they're dating. And when I end up engaging with that person, and then we're in a relationship of friendship of sorts. We talk, and one of the things we used to do is we used to have a mock cooking show. I would be with him and he would do commentary and I would do commentary while we cooked. And among the things that happened was I told them about how I had this idea that one day I was going to run for Congress. And I was going to run for Congress on this platform where once I got to Congress, I was going to have a cooking show. It was going to be called Capital Cooking. And I was going to invite all of these different people from world leaders or prominent political people to come on the show during the week. And I had a whole program plan. I had a whole understanding of what it would entail and who I would cook with and how we would deal with it. And, we'd have to deal with issues around the recipes, especially if they're sharing a recipe that has some sort of cultural significance and how and if they want to make that recipe available to the public and what the terms are around that and the sourcing of ingredients and then the setup in the kitchen. Well, it might be multiple possible ways that actual layout of the kitchen can be designed based upon who I've invited and who accepted the invitation, right? This was the thing. It was going to be called Capital Cooking. I was going to have to deal with all the things, ethics. It wasn't meant to be about campaigning. It was meant to be a part of a particular matter of representation of public service to the people and allowing for an expression of a different side of people that might otherwise seem villainous or maybe people that you admire for their statecraft and seeing them in another manner, understanding that food can be cathartic and sharing food and all of the factors that go into food, all the things it means socioculturally would be very important. Now, this was around 2007, I think. 2006 to 2007, I was discussing these matters, not in Texas. Some point later, I thought to myself, well, I've discussed and I've put forward and I put out there in public that I want to run for public office and I still want to do Capital Cooking. And I want Anthony Bourdain to be my producer. I wanted Anthony Bourdain to be the producer of Capital Cooking. I had seen his show on CNN. And the first one I saw, he was actually, if I'm not mistaken, in Eastern Europe, in the former Yugoslavia. I saw four different episodes that he did, and they were provocative. And I said, this guy understands what capital cooking needs. So I wanted Anthony Bourdain to be my producer for my cooking show. Unfortunately, at least as the public record stands, Anthony Bourdain is no longer alive. Anthony Bourdain was, as I understand it, a victim of insurance fraud connected to a hanging bridge loan associated with pending bond issues, very, very long term bond issues. Though somebody else might say it another way. He committed suicide. He was on drugs. I mean, Maybe one day I'll get my attorney general job back. In the meantime, I'm going to recite an excerpt from Medium Raw, A Bloody Valentine to the world of food and the people who cook. The thing about Anthony Bourdain, you never know what you're going to get until you get it. Are you ready? It's 2:34 p.m. on May 12th, 2021. What is Anthony Bourdain's Valentine for us today? David Chang sells cereal milk in 16-ounce bottles for $5. An infusion, as I understand it, of the metabolized essence of cereal, the extracted flavors of Captain Crunch with crunch berries, perhaps, the sweet, vaguely pinkish milk left in the bottom of the bowl after you've drunkenly spooned and chawed your way through the solids. Maybe this is the high water mark of the phenomena. And then again, maybe not. When and if the good guys win, we will, after terrifying consumers about our food supply, fetishizing expensive ingredients, exploiting the hopes, aspirations, and insecurities of the middle class, have simply made it more expensive to eat the same old crap? More to the point, have I? Am I helping once again to kill the things I love? Oh, Anthony. I wish he wasn't dead. I wish he was still alive. I wish my Valentine hadn't come true. Right?